EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fields this way up at the 17.
So they swapped them. Halliburton had a great year in Indiana. Sabonis got everything going here in Sacramento.
Klay Thompson hits a three. Sacramento wants to go quick. Harrison Barnes, that's about the spot that would have won the game in game 4. And that's off in the shot clock. It would send it over to Chris Haynes.
Yeah, Sabonis told me before the game that after that game 4 loss, when they dropped 2 at Golden State, he said he felt the team was a little bit down, and it took a few days. And he said he had to address the team and tell them, listen, we still have home court advantage. It's still in our favor. And Mike Brown echoed those sentiments. He said, but once they got to practice yesterday, he said they shift focus real quick, and they were back to their football. That's all you can do. And one of the things to first run through it for a lot of these Sacramento players, like, when things come quickly, every game is different. You're not going to sweep through series very often, so you're going to have to take some losses and play on and just try to get better and make it feel
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, pass.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 27, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now Gino. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to the air, Smith on second down. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now Geno on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Texans scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
This should be one.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 76 yards. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to get the job done there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. He is going nowhere as he is in front. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they end up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line set to get going. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
They run again on first down. Chubb nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Second and 9 now. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Smith on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before the intermission. Now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to basically grab their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Come on. Hey. Grab 50, grab 50.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The goal is certainly to try to make a big play
Into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw out line to Walker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Trying to improvise. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this out past the 20-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 22 on a first down. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll down right at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down and sack back at the 16-yard line.
A little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pick up and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Back to throw here. Steps away, and the pressure gets to him again.
Jordan Brooks, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Be able to let go and enjoy the open road.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Smith. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there, but they're not doing it long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Among all the other things he does well, gets to the basket.
AD has a strong offensive day. You might not. Starts 5 games ago on the left.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Play action. It's Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, 14 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now Geno on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and able to bring him on ground. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Love it.
Big-time strike, and you
I love this game.
don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Oh, I love it.
Splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From the 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last throw here for Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, they get the tip they were looking for. Couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem them.
Next time on The Full Story, as the United Kingdom prepares to crown a new king,
King Charles is a man with a battle on his hands.
what does this moment and this man mean in the modern world? The Whole Story with Anderson Cooper, Sunday at 8 on CNN.
Law firm.
This drug remains approved by FDA. Attention parents, if you or a loved one regularly use Tylenol or other medications containing acetaminophen while pregnant and later gave birth to a child diagnosed with autism, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting with your doctor. This could medication without your doctor's advice can result in injury or death. Call 1-800-721-7408.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone. Call now.
Tonight's